to a no now. Shannon Doherty just posted something on Instagram like yesterday about like, there's so much wrong with this world and I don't even know what to say. And like, I'm thinking of maybe doing a podcast, but she's like, listen, this cancel. I mean, don't forget, Shannon was like, remember back in the day, she was the like original bad girl. She's like, listen,
Oh yeah.
She's like, this cancel culture is fuck. And Shannon's very liberal, but
Sure.
she's like, this fucking cancel culture is just fucking bullshit. It's bullshit. And she's like, she's like, what is wrong with you people? What is wrong? I mean, Shannon has cancer and she's can work when she wants to. So like, she doesn't give a fuck. Like, she's like, what is wrong with you people? Afraid to like speak your opinion. She's like, listen, if you're like racist, then you're a total fucking asshole. But short of that, like, we have just lumped it all in. And I even said the other day to someone online that's like, wasn't coming from me, but these two people were fighting on my own Instagram. And I'm like, I've said this before, political affiliation, whether you're Republican or Democrat or something else, is category A, that is different than your stance on COVID, category B, and that is different than your stance on race. They're three different things. So yeah, they're often lumped together, but my point is this whole cancel culture, I agree with Shannon Doherty that it's all fucked up, but really I'm off on a tangent. My point is, whether you like her or hate her, do you know how free Kelly Dodd is? She is living her truth. And I mean, to be able to say what you want, man, like you people live. Because when you're on your deathbed, I really hope you lived your truth. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, you lived
that's why people don't believe me. Like, you can leave me the worst. Listen, my comments are like 98% great, positive.
Sure.
But then like 2%, you can say the worst. If you cannot get to me, it doesn't bother me. Bring it on. Everyone listening now, you hate me, leave me horrible comments. Leave me horrible, whatever. It really doesn't bother me. And so I just think more people need to just live inside themselves. I don't know.
No, they should. I think you're 100% right. And I think we're going to have like everything has a reaction and then like the pendulum swings back. And I think you're going to see in the next couple of years, this kind of, again, I'm with you, like, hopefully not the racial stuff, but I think like the mask debate, and look, I'm sorry, but the truth is we're seeing a lot of things change with COVID. When we first started COVID, it was like, wipe down your groceries, right? Wipe down your countertops. We now know all that's BS, at first
we don't know.
It's like, even the WHO says don't mask kids under 5. I mean, don't get me going. But anyway, and I'm not an anti-masker and I am fully vaxxed and boosted. I think everybody should be, but it's changing information and hopefully people need to live their truth. And it was interesting. You said
so
like
Kelly does, like, she doesn't give a fuck, but go on. That's why she's just saying like these ratings suck, but go on.
I have a prediction. I think Kelly and Rick, there's alleged rumor that Donald Trump is going to start his own entertainment network, which personally, I think he's not going to run for president in 2024. I think he's going to start an entertainment network. And just saying, I think Rick and Kelly will somehow end up on something like that. That's just,
this is a prediction. Like I mean, you can't count. Like,
that's my 2 cents.
Wow. I mean, listen, Kelly, the way they're keeping themselves out there, they're this, listen, I don't know how good a Patreon does only. I mean, I have a Patreon I still don't know. I don't believe in the model like Stassi Schroeder and Kelly. And I mean, I've pretty much told this to Kelly. I don't believe in the Patreon only. I don't think that's the way to make a lot of money and make a business in the podcasting world. I think it's the way
it works for comedian Tim Dillon. Tim Dillon makes like $188,000 a month off his Patreon.
Well, that's working. Yes.
Yeah.
But does he have a Patreon only? Like, it's only on Patreon, right?
He releases one podcast episode a week. And then he does like an additional one and he sort of leans into all, he's a comic. So he leans into like all the kind of crazy conspiracy things and guests and all that. And he does 2 episodes a week and really pushes the Patreon. But, he gained a lot of fame and still does. I mean, he's been a longtime Rogan guest now for a couple of years. He and Joe are very good friends and he's, he gets a lot of Joe's audience. And I mean, Tim's actually very funny in real life. And, I don't know him personally, but I've just interacted with him on social media and he is very funny.
Oh my God. Well, maybe I should take all these free episodes away from everyone and give you one a week and everyone could cry and go pay for my fucking Patreon and let me have everything I want.
I wonder if we should. Anyway, okay. All that Give me what's next, because you just have so
Well,
many.
I'm curious to see what you have to say, but I was just going to say one quick thing. Drew Sidora has done some press with RHOA, has also wrapped everyone. So Atlanta's done filming. I think Atlanta and Beverly Hills is going to be like April at the same time. Drew says it's a crazy season. Listen, we're going to have Shereé. We're going to have Marlo with a peach. Drew didn't really say much. She wasn't on some cast trip, we found out. We don't know why. Just throwing that out there. Like, let's not forget about what was the highest rated franchise ever for a long time, which
many years.
It's not at the moment, but let's see what it comes back to. I don't know. But I mean, I'm gonna watch. I mean, Marlo and Shereé make me happy, and so does Kenya Moore.
Oh, I love Kenya. And I will say this, when we talk about who the housewives are that are like the best chess players, I mean, in a very subtle way, Kandi Burruss is truly one of the greats. I mean, she has played that to her advantage to become she was a millionaire before with all her music and songwrites. But I mean, Kandi's a genius. Kandi has done a Bethany and has made that work for her and her promoting her businesses. And now with her spinoff, And
her salary is really high. And for everyone that says Kandi's boring, well, that's even more to your point. Like, she ain't getting so messy, and she's making, and Kandi's salary is ridiculous. Ridiculous.
Kandi is great. I mean, I don't know. I love her. I love Todd. I love the Lady Gang. I like the whole thing.
With RHOA, I said, listen, it's nothing personal. I said, Cynthia's going to go between her and Kandi. And like, here we are. I mean, like, they're definitely letting Cynthia go. And they did. Like, I like Cynthia. And shout out to Big Brother. It's good. Everyone who's watching. What else do you have on your Bravo hot sheet?
Well, I'm curious about New Jersey. Obviously we're a couple of episodes in. What do you think? Do you think it, I don't know. I'm a little disappointed with the hype, with the talk. I don't see people talking about this season, and maybe it's just a little slow to warm up as much as I thought they would be.
I don't know. I mean, well, first of all, I want to check the ratings. That doesn't mean whether I'm going to like it or not. I'm so curious. My gut says the ratings. Yeah, see what you can find there. My gut says the ratings have to be good. They have to be. I mean, I don't know. I always go back to like, am I biased because I live here, because I know the New Jersey housewives? Like, again, when everyone was crying whatever for New York, I'm like, it's seems like a regular New York season to me, other than COVID. I didn't hate it. So I don't know. I mean, I
feel like maybe the ratings aren't good, and we're not like,
really.
I don't know. Okay,
the fact,
Real Housewives of New Jersey season 12 premiere. Leads all of cable on February 1st.
Well, that sounds pretty good.
Yeah,
wasn't it like 1 point something.
It says that the Housewives of New Jersey